We're instructing art students and acquiring patrons. That's right, it's Atelier from AEG. This masterpiece make and paint party pits 2 to 4 master artists against one another in a competition to see who can run the most famous atelier of all time. Atelier is their workshop. It's a French word. It's an art workshop. You get it. Setup begins with a shuffle of the 40 painting cards placed center. Draw 7 cards and place them face up nearby. Next, shuffle and place the patron deck. Separate and create supply piles for the paint cylinders by color: blue, green, red, and yellow. Each player now receives a player board, 12 student meeples, 4 dice of matching color, 1 inspiration token, and 2 patron cards. They choose one to keep and discard the other to the bottom of the patron deck. Place the remaining inspiration tokens in the center of the table to create a communal supply. Choose a player to go first and give them the starting player token. Finally, beginning with the person to the right of the starting player and proceeding counterclockwise, each player moves one of their student meeples in front of a paint pile of their choice. Gameplay occurs in rounds, during which players take turns using 1 or more of their dice to accomplish tasks. On their turn, the active player rolls their dice and must perform one of 2 actions. Either they A. spend 1 or more of their rolled dice to take a corresponding action listed on their player board, or B. spend 1 of their rolled dice of any value to take an inspiration token from the pool. Once spent, those dice are assigned for the round and cannot be rolled again. In addition to these 2 choices, on their turn a player may also spend inspiration tokens to take inspiration actions or activate a power from 1 or more of their paintings. More on these in a sec. After a player takes their action for the turn, play passes to the left. Players take turns in this order until they've used all their dice, after which the round ends. Recover the used dice, pass the starting player token clockwise, and begin the next round. Let's take a look at the actions. Dice actions depend on the value of the rolled die. 1 or 2 allows a player to move one of their students from their player board to a paint pile. 3 allows a player to move up to 1 student owned by each player from a paint pile to another paint pile. They must move at least 1 student, but don't have to move a student for each player if they don't want to. 4 allows a player to collect paint from a pile where they have the most students, or in the case of a 4-player game, if they are tied for most. 5 allows a player to paint a painting. Select one of the face-up painting cards, spin the paint listed on the left side, and place the painting in front of you. Some paintings also have student requirements, which force the painter to move that many students from paint piles back to their board. Replace the missing painting with a new one from the deck. Paintings contain victory points, powers, and categories. Some paintings are masterpiece paintings, notated with a star beneath the name. 6 allows a player to gain any 1 paint from any pile, regardless of the students there. In addition to the dice actions, players also have inspiration actions, used by spending those inspiration tokens. Reroll allows the player to spend 1 inspiration to reroll all of their unspent dice. Paint allows a player to spend 2 inspiration to paint a painting as if they'd spent a 5 die. Draw a patron allows a player to spend 3 inspiration tokens to draw a card from the patron deck and keep it face down in front of them. Patrons are worth bonus points in the end game. Gameplay continues with players grabbing paint, moving students, and gaining inspiration. Once a player has painted their 3rd painting with the masterpiece symbol, that player takes the first master token. After that current round ends, players play 1 more round, and then the game is over. Players total their score from paintings, patrons, and if they receive the first master token, a bonus 4 points. And the highest score wins. And that's Atelier. I'm Becca Scott, and I'm a bit of a painter myself. See? Not bad, right? I like her. Anyway, you can watch me and my friends play this game and other awesome games on Game the Game right here on Geek and Sundry.